How y'all doing? Buddy Isaac's here. Finally started to cool down a little bit. We've had a heat wave going on around here. I took about 3 weeks off and had a lot of stuff going on with family and been doing a lot of traveling and stuff. You know, I had to go up to, it was way up in Ohio. I can't remember the name of the place. Somewhere around Union or something like that. It's way up past Cincinnati, like going toward Columbus, and you hang a left and up in there. Anyway, had some family stuff going on up in there. Had to go up in there, and you know, it was a trip up there. Wasn't too bad. We didn't have no trouble going. I mean, it was just, we went straight to the place. Never been there before in my life, okay? And we went right straight to the place. Now coming back, well, coming back was an adventure. I went from almost the interstate to a 2-lane road going through the middle of the woods. And I'm like, where in the world went now? Now, don't get me wrong, that is perfect Sasquatch territory up in there. I got to go back. I need to go up in there sometime when everybody's feeling good, and get me 2 or 3 people, maybe 4 people, 5, 6 people together. Go up in there and do a Sasquatch hunt. That would be some fun stuff. I might do that. Anyway, I want to show y'all what. I should have done this 2 weeks ago, but I didn't. I got something in the mail the other day from Joe and Shirley. I believe that's my first YouTube subscribers. And, you know, I went up to the mailbox and I seen this in there, and I said, well, see what this is. And anyway, I got this little dude right here. And I was tickled to death, okay? You'll see that? That is a Sasquatch tic-tac-toe board. Had a letter in there too, you know. You know, and then I stopped doing these videos for 2 or 3 weeks, and you know, people like to watch this stuff on there, and I think, man, you know, sometimes if you just got to get out and do it, you know. I don't know where that come from, but it has scared me completely today. I'm way down here in the middle of the woods. That was over on top of that other mountain. Yeah, that was interesting. But anyway, that was some excitement. But I thought I'd come out here and do a little video. What I'd like to talk about, it's getting almost the right time of year. You know, that stuff starts happening around in these woods and stuff. I don't know why, but usually around late summer, early fall, all the way into the winter time, we have stuff happen around here, especially in the woods. And it started last night. Let me tell you something. I'm talking about it right now, and my hair is standing up all over my body. I got goosebumps. But I'm going to tell you what happened to me last night. My son got off work. My wife said, well, you better go up there and get him. Right. So I get in my car. Well, I don't even make it to the car. I get right there where my car is sitting. And just as I get beside my car, right over here in these woods, there was something let out one of the most blood-curdling screams. I mean, just scream. You wouldn't believe what kind of scream it was. I'm telling you what. I almost took the door completely off my car. I had a walking stick with me, walking down the hill, and as soon as I heard it, my walking stick went flying, and I went flying in the car. I'm glad it was unlocked, right? I probably went through the window. But, I mean, it just screamed, and I'm hoping, man, if I can get out of it, it could have been a screech owl. I don't know. If it was standing right here beside my head, because it was loud. Well, I seen something down there. Man. But anyway, well, we're going to start getting out. We're going to start hunting some of the stuff that's going on this ridge and in these hollers and stuff. It really ain't in the hollers. It's more on the ridge tops. And that's what worries me, because there's some of these, there's some things that like to follow ridge tops. And I don't, they like to be up high, you know, up on top of the ridge. Sasquatch likes to be up on top of the ridge. And I'm going to tell you some things. If you are going to go Sasquatch hunting this year, I got a little tip. I got a few tips for you, actually. Because, you know, you see these people, a lot of these people on TV, and you see a lot of these people that they going around doing all these shows and stuff, telling you about Sasquatch and stuff like that. But when you know, half of them not even real. I mean, you know, I seen a guy one time. He walked around, he picked a stick up off the ground, just reached down and picked a stick up. That's what it's using to knock on these trees with. Well, it could be. But it looked to me like it was sit there and leaned up against the tree for him to walk over there and pick it up and say, here's what he knocks on these trees with. And another thing, if they do the tree knocks, right? When they do the tree knocks, why don't you go look at the trees? If they're hitting the trees that hard, they're leaving marks on them. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be a little skin on the bark. Look at the trees. When you're walking through the woods, yeah, it's okay to look at the ground a little bit every now and then. You don't want to step on a rattlesnake or, you know, something like that and get snake bit and walk into a big spider web. I done that the other day. I walked into a spider web and just collapsed. I went straight to the ground. I get back up and I got a spider on my face. I almost passed out twice before I got it off there, but I got it. I ain't much on spiders, y'all know that. But when you're going through the woods, you want to check, you want to look out instead of looking straight down at the ground. I mean, yeah, it's okay to look down and glance every now and then, especially like if you're crossing over a log. I keep hearing something walking in these woods. I ain't much on it. But that's my new phrase, ain't much on it. But anyway, there's a mosquito down here, I'm telling you what. I'm pretty sure I just seen him flying that way with an IV bag. He got me pretty good. But anyway, when you're walking through the woods, you want to scan out. Try to kind of try to pay attention on what's in front of you, not what's down at the ground. Because if you're looking down at the ground, you ain't seeing what's up there on that ridge. You know what I'm saying? Another thing you need to do. Most Sasquatch activity goes on anywhere from 30 minutes before dark to okay. Thought I heard something growl. 30 minutes before dark to sometimes 2, 3, 4 hours after dark. Usually around midnight, you can write it off. But anywhere right around dusk, when the sun's just going down to just after the sun went down, it's on. Because that is when the majority, I'm not saying all of them, but that's when a lot of your sightings is. Maybe it's because nobody's up at 3 o'clock in the morning walking through the woods. Maybe that's why, you know, I don't know. But I'm just saying. Let's see, what else was it? Smell. Everything's got its own distinctive smell. Okay, you can walk through the woods, you can smell pine needles, you can smell dirt, you can smell trees, you can smell pollen, you know. There's all kinds of stuff. But now when you're walking through the woods and all of a sudden the smell completely changes and goes to smelling like just something just mildewed, sour, whatever, you need to pay attention. Now, another thing, tree knocking. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay to tree knock, but when you do, you need to give it just a few minutes. Usually they won't answer the first knock, it'll be the second. Because the first time they're sitting there, they'll say, did I just hear that rat? You know, and then the second time they'll be, oh yeah, it's Jim over there. And then they'll hit the tree back, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, you gotta give it at least 2 or 3 tries. And, you know, a lot of people, they go out and they put on a good show. But when you're really out there and you're really hunting, majority of the time, you ain't gonna get nothing. Just the way it is. Now, some people, they'll come on, they'll be on there and they'll say every time they walk out in the woods, something happens. It don't work that way. It just don't. Another thing, if you're going through the woods and some of your friends walking beside of you and says, man, it's quiet tonight. They ain't nothing making any noise. Well, there's probably a reason something ain't making any noise, because something's probably there. I see a squirrel in that tree over there. That means there ain't nothing around here. But, unless they're just used to it. But, yeah, I mean, that's stuff you got to watch out for. And, I mean, there's a lot of different things you got to do. You just got to, the main thing is patience. Believe me. And, back when I was younger, I did see something. And not 100% sure what I seen. But I'm looking to see something that I am 100% of. You know, I'd like to walk up on this thing within I like to be within 30 feet of it, looking it right dead in the face. Now, I don't know how my body would react to that, but my mind says I'd like to see it. And when these bugs and these ticks and stuff die down, I got some places I need to go out here, because I know one place that's way out here. You go way out here on the hill. You hang a left. Well, there's one place out there you don't want to go. Hey, I got a video about that, and no, you don't want to be out there. But anyway, we'll go around that spot, and you go out there and hang a left, go down over the hill, and pretty sure that there's a place down there that we need to go check out. I went down there one time. I was hunting, and I don't hunt anymore, but I used to when I was younger. I was hunting, and I remember I walked up on it. It just looks like a big old pile of brush. Had trees and pine limbs and everything just laying up, just mounded up. And that's like, it was a good, it was that tall. It looked like it had a tunnel going back in it. And I was probably 30, 40 feet away from it, and I said, nope, might be a bear in there. I don't think it was a bear. One, I don't think bears can build like that. But we need to go out there and check and see if it's still there. And there's another place on this side of the mountain that we need to go check out too, because there could possibly be something over there. But there's definitely something around this part of the country. I'm right on the edge of the Daniel Boone National Forest, and there have been multiple sightings around this area, and I mean really around this area. And matter of fact, just the other day, over this hill, go up that one and go over this other hill, and when you get on top of the next one, the third hill over, that's how we talk around here in Kentucky. They seen a bear. And that's, as the crow flies, that's not far from my house. But anyway, somebody's probably hunting over here right now, but I don't even, I don't know, but y'all heard that. Kind of scared me. But anyway, but I'm going to let y'all go. I hadn't done a video in a few days, and I figured we'll call this video my season premiere. And we'll kick it up from here. We got Jackson County Fair coming up here in 3 weeks. Well, actually about 4 weeks. And they're going to have a mechanical bull down there. And this year, I am going to ride it. Last year I got a cramp in my leg and fell off 11 seconds in. This year, we're going for the full pull. And then got a band coming down there that's going to be playing. I've seen 3 times. Well, I've seen them twice. This will be the 3rd time. And man, they're good. But I think that's on September 1st. But anyway, if y'all down there and you see me down there, I'm sure I'll be there if nothing don't happen. And you say, hey, there's Buddy Isaacs, come over and say hi or something to me. And it's gonna be fun. But I'm gonna let y'all get up off here. I just thought I'd throw a video at you, and I said I ain't done one in so long, people's gonna forget who I am. But I just taking a little break. But now I'm back. That's Buddy Isaacs. Y'all take care of yourself and each other. Squirrel on that tree down there. Gotta pay attention. And keep an eye out of them woods. That way you'll see them squirrels and rabbits and deers and Sasquatch. And I'm out.